You can do that tomorrow afternoon here at Batesville. Again tonight, 5,000 to win. We got 6 heat races, 2 B mains, and then the A main here tonight. And then tomorrow night, we'll have the B mains and the Topless 100 tomorrow night to carry a purse of $150,000 to win. All right, the Brandon Ford Pace Truck on the racetrack. Penske Shock seat number 1. The winner starts on the pole here tonight. On the pole will be your overall fast qualifier. The number 1 out of Watertown, New York, it'll be Tim McCready. Alongside, it's the Raging Rebel. He's out of Four Corners, Mississippi, in 54. That is David Brazil. Row 2, he's the top rookie in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. It's Drake Troutman in the 7 out of Heinemann, Pennsylvania. And Garrett Alberson, he's the 2022 O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. Row 3 will be Matt Cooper. He comes to us out of McKenzie, Tennessee in car 18. Eli Ross, the 66, his first Lucas Oil appearance out of Muskogee, Oklahoma. Your next row is Henry Gustavus. He's out of West Memphis, Arkansas in 78. And on the outside is Josh Ferris in 90. He comes to us out of Harrison, Arkansas. And John Kirby in the 11 is on track. He is out of Russellville, Arkansas. James Essex along with Chris Moore here tonight. Back tomorrow night. Come on out. Great Friday night crowd. Probably one of the best we've seen here at Batesville Motor Speedway. And we thank you. Looking forward to tomorrow. For the Victory Fuel poll here tonight of the 5,000 to win A main. Again, the top 16 in points after tonight, they will be locked in to the Topless 100 here tomorrow night. All right, Tim McCready looking for his first win in Rocket One. He joined that team back in the month of March. Right now sitting 4th in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Championship points. And no points tonight, but tomorrow night there will be championship points. So the Brandon Ford Pace Truck on the racetrack as we are waiting. It looks like the 11 of John Kirby. Problems coming out of turn number 2 over there around this 3/8 mile oval. We will forego our heat race interviews here tonight. And we'll do the top 3 on the Big River Steel podium with Chris Moore after this race is over. Tonight, the finale. So John Kirby ready to go. 8 laps, top 3 transfer to tonight's A main. The winner starts on the Victory Fuel pole tonight. It'll be Tim McCready in the Valvoline Rocket 1 and David Brazil. The David Brazil logging 54th. The Nutrient Solutions Start Zone. We are underway in Heat 1. For the pole tonight, Tim McCready down the back straightaway. Trying to go through the middle is Garrett Alberson on the bottom. It's Drake Troutman. Impressive when we got one. Henry Gustavus brings out a Dave Warren Power Sports caution. So did not get a lap in. It's the leader plus 3 normally, so we did not get even one car across this loop. By the way, Dave Warren Power Sports, be sure to go and sign up. Go to DaveWarrenSegway.com. You can do that here at the racetrack tomorrow as well. To register, the 2024 Segway UT10E side-by-side, valued at $14,000. We'll give that away to Carl Short's Dirt Track World Championship at Eldora coming up in October, our season finale on October the 19th. Don't forget also Buzz Bicycles tomorrow. Take a look at that. What we have to offer on that, that's a $3,000 value that we will give away at the DTWC coming up in October. So Henry Gustavus up there in turn number 2 of the 78 car. First time with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. We do have a quick replay of the mess with the West Memphis, Arkansas driver in a Bear chassis. That's their own chassis. B-E-A-R. Let's see what happened to Henry here. Just drove it right off in there and did not turn. The car did not turn into the wall. So Henry Gustavus, second time ever at the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. First time was a year ago here at Batesville. So his crew will go to work on that race car. Hopefully make it out for a B main. Get the tire wheel here tonight and tomorrow night. On the right rear, they can run the Hoosier NLM T3 and NLM T4. On the right rear, everywhere else, all the other corners are 2, 3s, and 4s. So Henry Gustavus on the hook. By the way, those fans watching at home, and if you remember Marion Martin, of course, owned the M&M Vans car. I believe they were Rayburn's all the years that they raced. Marion Martin was from Lawrenceburg, Indiana, longtime car owner in the tri-state area, of course, Florence, Lawrenceburg, Brownstown area. He had Gary Herbert drive for him, Jerry Rice, Steve Francis, Marty O'Neill, and the last driver that run for him, I believe, was Randy Petro, and Marion passed away today in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. So our thoughts and prayers to the Martin family there. Of course, they started in the 32 car. Pat Patrick also drove for them. That reminds me, Pat Patrick drove it when it was 44. So when it was 44, it was Jerry Rice, Pat Patrick, Steve Francis, Marty O'Neill, Randy Petro, and he drove the 32 for Gary Herbert, track championship at Lawrenceburg. All right, back underway. Penske Shock seat number 1 at the Nutridac Solutions start zone. Trying to get a lap in as we head into turn number 1. McCready in Brazil. David Brazil's had a pretty good year out at turn number 2 down the back straightaway in that 54 car. As he rolls in second, here comes Drake Troutman, first time here at Batesville. He did good at Florence last week, first time there was on the Big River Steel podium, but he goes back to third as Albertson tried to get the inside. They almost tried to go 3 wide into turn number 2. You're always turning here at Batesville. It's like a giant circle as Tim McCready leads them off at turn number 1 down the straightaway, 2 in the books. Good battle here for a second between Brazil and Drake Troutman as Albertson runs in second and 58 up the track. And Troutman will gain the spot in Brazil. The Ranger double rips to the inside of 54. He's going to throw it in on the youngster. David Brazil back into third in 54. 5 laps to go, 3 in the books. Oh, and Kirby goes sideways. John Kirby had closed in on Troutman, and we're going to have another Dave Warren Power Sports caution for the Russellville, Arkansas driver. John Kirby started in the back. I don't believe he got a qualifying time in that Kirby Specialties number 11, but he's going to have to go to the back. We'll see what happens here. As the battle there for 4th, you see Troutman, and here comes Kirby. Right there, contact, and Kirby goes around. So Kirby had climbed to 5th from the tail. So he will have to go back to the tail. So we got 3 down, 5 to go. It's McCready, Albertson, Brazil, your top 3. David Brazil, I know he has a win at Duck River this year, one of his wins. In that 54 car. So it's McCready, Albertson, Brazil, Troutman in 4th. On the outside looking as we're taking 3 for the pole tonight. In Penske Shock seat number 1 back underway at the Nutridac Solutions restart zone. Here comes Garrett on the bottom. Albertson in 58. Oh man, I tell you what, on the bottom. Here they come out of turn 4. They're side by side, the battle here. And it is the battle there. Brazil in 54. Troutman on the bottom in 7. Meanwhile, Albertson trying to track down T-Mac into turn number 3. They'll have 3 to go this time around. Troutman throwing it in there. Off at turn 4. So tough to go to Florence Speedway for the first time, and he did well last Saturday night. The 19-year-old, again, his first time at Batesville, trying to put on the show. Battles with the veteran David Brazil into 3. They will have 2 laps to go. Off at turn 4, it's all Tim McCready. Overall, all-star performance fast qualifier. Looking to sit on the victory fuel pole tonight as he enters turn number 3. And Tim McCready pending the UNO8 scales on the Victory Fuel pole tonight in the Rocket One. Second spot is going to be Alverson. Third is going to be David Brazil. Brazil third, Troutman fourth, Kirby fifth, Cooper, Ross, Ferris, and Gustavus round out your field there. So the top three will go to the UNO8 scales to make it official. Grabbing third out of Four Corners, Mississippi, David Brazil in 54. Second to go to 58 out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. That is Garrett Alverson, and there's your winner. He's in the Valvoline, Soybert Calf Ranches, Petrov Towing, Franklin Enterprises, Performance Grading, Ace Metalworks, Styles Marine and Maintenance, Gunners, Annie Fox Shock, Sunoco Race Fuels, Danny White, the crew chief, along Joel Rogers, Austin Hargrove, and the crew of number one out of Watertown, New York. How about it? For your winner, Tim McCready. So again, pending the UNO8 scales, he will be on the Victory Fuel pole here tonight. 3 advance out of that. Here comes Summit Racing Heat number 2. On the pole will be a current Midwest Sheet Metal points leader. It'll be the 20 RT out of Martinsville, Indiana. The Kohler Motorsports entry, that is Ricky Thornton Jr. On the outside, driving third in the points. The winner here 2 years ago, the 49 out of Blairsville, Georgia, Jonathan Davenport. Row 2, the driver second in the points. So you got the top 3 in the points, all in heat number 2. It'll be Devin Moran, the 99, 6 wins this year. He's out of Dresden, Ohio. And outside will be Brian Glaze, the 1G. He's out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Row 3 in the category 5, that'll be Stormy Scott. Las Cruces, New Mexico, the 2S. And Brandon Smith, the 1S. He's out of Flora, Arkansas, alongside. Row 4 will be the 93 out of Hanover, Pennsylvania. That's Corey Luther. And the 27, first time with Lucas Oil Series. He comes to us out of White, Mississippi. That is Lynn Irwin. And your final starter out of Western Australia in the Jeff Roth 1AU, Joe Chalmers. All right, the winner starts on the inside of row number 2, top 3 advance. So you got the top 3 in the points. Thornton, Moran, Davenport in this race. McCready, who's 4th in points, he is on the Victory Fuel pole here tonight. Again, no championship points. There will be for tomorrow night. Behind the Brandon Ford pace track. By the way, our grand finale at East Bay coming up in October. Stop at Brandon Ford. Go on their website, brandonford.com. Pick yourself up a pickup truck when you head to East Bay for the grand finale in October. Ricky Thornton Jr., Jonathan Davenport at the Nutrient Ag Solutions Start Zone. Summit Racing Equipment Heat 2 is underway. Thornton turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Preliminary night win last week. First for Kohler Motorsports. Bobby and Jessica Kohler out of Mount Airy, North Carolina. Chris Madden, the crew chief, a former winner of the Topless 100, one of Comcam's Topless 100. Back in 2019, Ricky Arnold, DJ Williams on the crew of the 20 RT down the back straightaway as he works at a 3. Battle back here. As you see Stormy Scott, Jason Durham turning the wrenches on that category 5. They're side by side out of turn 4. Down the straightaway, they're still side by side. Jonathan Davenport running in second. Battle for third down the back straightaway. Stormy Scott and Devin Moran. Off at turn number 4. It is RTJ Davenport trying to track him down. And we got a caution. The Dave Warren Power Sports caution is out for the 1G of Brian Glaze. See if the count's at 4 down, 4 to go unofficially.
James, I got a good look
Chris.
at that. Glaze got up high off of turn number 2, got on the wall and actually climbed the wall. He was all 4 wheels up against the wall and the fence. Fortunately, didn't roll over onto his roof, but I believe parts in the front end were broken. That car wouldn't get off the backstretch wall. But again, good news, just that the car didn't go over onto, well, not its roof, I guess, onto the roll cage.
Right, and that's a Titan race car chassis. They built him himself, Brian Glaze. A couple of those here in the house this weekend. Clements Power, Titan Racing Products, Centennial Bank on the side of the 1G. So Davenport is running in second right now. Ricky Thornton Jr. leader. Devin Moran is third. And then Stormy Scott runs in fourth in the 2S. So they get the 1G hooked up. So Henry Gustavus and now Brian Glaze. Tough start to the night for them here in the Topless 100 weekend. Again, we invite everybody back tomorrow. If you're watching within driving distance, come on out. 4 more heats after this, and then we'll have 2 B mains, and in the main event here tonight. So Brian Glaze on the hook. Glad to have Brian back with us for the second year in a row. A lot of great talent here in the Razorback State, visiting with the Lucas Oil Late-Model Dirt Series for the very first time. Again, 54 cars were entered here tonight. So at the Nutrien Solutions Restart Zone, it'll be Thornton, Davenport, Moran, Stormy Scott. Your top 4. Heat 3 awaits. Simpson Race Products, heat number 3. That'll have Hudson O'Neill and Max Blair on the front row. As you see Brian Glaze headed pit side. You can come out early tomorrow, enjoy the festivities here at Batesville Motor Speedway. Pick yourself up a Lucas Oil Late-Model Dirt Series souvenir program. And also be sure to visit all of our vendors, Arizona Sports Shirts, GottaRace.com. And pick yourself up a driver shirt as well. So there's Ricky Thornton Jr. leading the points. Midwest Sheet Metal, orange spoiler. He has had that on. You know, there's drivers that want to take that away from him. Devin Moran has climbed to second in the points. Moran, an unbelievable string. He had 3 runner-up finishes last weekend at Florence. The winner at Houston to the Silver Dollar Nationals. Davenport won here in 2022. Neither Thornton or Moran have ever won this race. And the Nutrien Restart Zone, good restart for Moran. Moran's only been here a handful of times. Stormy Scott on the bottom, and Jonathan Davenport is back to 4th on the outside looking in. How about Stormy Scott? The Mesilla Valley Transportation 2S Clements powered Category 5 and a 1. There's 3 Category 5s here tonight. Stormy Scott, Tyler Stevens, and Jared Landers. And right now, battle side by side into turn 3. Off at turn 4. 6 down, 2 to go. Into 1. Ricky Thornton Jr. still leads battle for second. Davenport distant 4th. Down the back straight with her, still side by side. Scott and Moran off at turn number 4. White flag, the Barron's Performance, 1 lap to go for RTJ. Who's going to get second? Storming on the bottom. Out at turn 2, Moran up top. Down the back straightaway. That's for a higher starting spot in the A-main. Thornton is going to get it down off at turn 4. Moran shuts the door on Stormy Scott, and Devin Moran will take second. Stormy Scott finishes in 3rd. So the top 3 will go to the UNO8 scales to make it official. Grabbing 3rd will be the 2S out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, Stormy Scott. 2nd of the 99 out of Dresden, Ohio's Devin Moran, and your winner. He's in the Capital Waste. Traffic Control Safety Services, Coltman Farms, Oker Trucking, D&E Outside Services, Ultimate Towing and Recovery, Ultimate Motorsports and RV Park, Rogers Realty and Auction Company, 5-Star Metal Buildings, Chris Madden's the crew chief, Ricky Arnold, and DJ Williams on the crew for the Longhorn Cornet. Out of Martinsville, Indiana, ladies and gentlemen, how about it? For your winner, Ricky Thornton Jr. So Earnhardt Technologies seat number 3 is coming up next. It'll be 8 laps, top 3 transfer. On the pole will be the 71 out of Martinsville, Indiana. That'll be Hudson O'Neill. Alongside the 111 out of Centerville, Pennsylvania. That is Max Blair. Row 2, good to see him back here at Batesville. And off for a couple of years from Late Model Racing. Timothy Culp, he's out of Princeville, Arkansas. And Jared Landers, the 777, he's out of Benton, Arkansas. Row 3 will be Ryan Johnson. He's out of Aurora, Missouri in 7th. And Brenton Smith 3rd in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. In the 17 SS, he's out of Dade City, Florida. Then you have Jake Elam, Senatobia, Mississippi in 24. Nathan Stewart in the 15. He is out of Bryant, Arkansas. And on the back, did not qualify. Do not see the Boomland 7S of Jeff Sloan out of Charleston, Missouri. Those cars making it out of Tech in the infield. We'll head back to the pit area. So we got 6 in the show. We'll take 3 more out of this for the inside row for the main event here tonight. Simpson Race Products seat number 4, by the way. The winner, that's going to be on the outside of the front row. It'll be Dale McDowell and Ethan Dotson, your front row for that. All right, Earnhardt Technologies heat number 3. Those at home on My Race Pass or here at the racetrack are live timing and scoring, not live timing and scoring. So we'll call it with the eyeball test, the Deathridge Opticians eyeball test here. So we'll take 3 to the main event. Hudson O'Neal, the winner here for Double Down Motorsports a couple of years ago. Max Blair, only, what, his 2nd time here? I believe he's on the outside of the front row. Last year's O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year, and the Brad Spoch has 111 as we go with the Nutrien Ag Solution starts, and we are underway. O'Neal's going to grab the lead out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. How about the move on the inside as they come out of turn 4? Down the main straightaway. O'Neal has the lead in the SSI Motorsports. Anthony Burrows, the crew chief of the 71. In the 1. 2nd spot, the 777. Jared Lander started 4th. He's up to 2nd in that new Category 5. His brother Gavin Landers turning the wrenches on the 777, the 2010 Topless 100 winner. Right now, there's the 3rd spot, Blair. 4th is Dotson in the ASD Motorsports car. Then it's Brendan Smith. Again, no provisionals here tonight as they come off at turn 4. Hudson O'Neal, 5th in the points. Turn 1, but how about Jared Landers? That win here in 2010 in the sunshine, the daylight, through his helmet in the grandstands. Last year, the throttle kept sticking, got out of the car, walked to the pit area. Gavin had to come out and rescue the car. There was a battle there. Blair on the inside of Landers. 2 triple digits, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, and the 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, right? As they come off at turn 4. Down the main straightaway into turn 1. Out at 2, it's all O'Neal right now, battle for 2nd. Good race there, Blair on the bottom. Max Blair. How about the performance last week at Florence? He was 4th in the North-South 100. Landers leads him into 1. Former regular, the Lucas Oil 800 Series. They go side by side out of 2. Blair working the bottom. Landers up top. They're still at it side by side. Meanwhile, O'Neal still has the comfortable lead into turn 1. Here's the battle for 2nd down the straightaway. Blair and Landers. Landers by half a car length into turn number 1. And the Barron's Performance, 1 lap to go, is out. As they come out of turn 4, Hudson O'Neal is going to lead it wire to wire, but who's going to get 2nd? Keep an eye on him at turn 4. Blair and Landers down the straightaway. They're side by side, and Landers is going to get 2nd. Blair 3rd. Great race for 2nd place. So the top three will go to the UN08 scales to make it official. Third will go to the 111 of Max Blair. Second, the 777 of Jared Landers. And your winner, he is in the Big River Steel, Wheeler Metals, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, Westside Tractor Sales, Dyno One Incorporated, Merrill Bonding Company, Bobcat of Batesville, Bob and Tammy Burton, O'Neill Salvage, Professional Concrete, I said that, O'Neill Salvage and Recycling, Paragon Speedway, and Indiana U, Triple-SA, Fat Spitz Softball, Anthony Burrows, the crew chief, Justin Tharp, Nick Hardy on the crew, out of Martinsville, Indiana. How about it? For your winner, Hudson O'Neill. Heat number 4 for the outside of the front row. Thank you, Tiffany. Simpson Race Products, heat number 4 to look this way. The defending Topless 100 winner in the Team Zero by McDowell car. It'll be Dale McDowell. He's out of Chickamauga, Georgia. And on the outside of him, the ASD Motorsports Longhorn of Ethan Dotson. He's out of Bakersfield, California. Row 2, the James Ratliff 18D out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. It'll be the Big Perm, Dalton Wilson. And on the outside, it'll be Billy Moyer. He's in the 21 car tonight, of course, out of Batesville, Arkansas. Row 3, Jimmy Owens. He's in the 20. The Kohler Motorsports car out of Newport, Tennessee. And Chance Mann in the 88. He's out of Newport, Arkansas in that entry. Your 4th row will be the 5E. He comes to us out of Moody, Missouri. It'll be Austin Vincent and Charlie Cole. Drives the 2C out of Wynn, Arkansas. And Peyton Fisher in his Lucas Oil debut tonight. He's out of Finch, Arkansas in the F15. Dale McDowell, how much would this win mean for him? If he can win this race, he would be on the outside of the front row tonight. Ethan Dotson on the outside in 74. Tim McCready's on the Victory Fuel pole. Behind him, the first 3 rows will be Ricky Thornton Jr. and Hudson O'Neill, who's going to be the outside 3 rows. Be your winners of your next 3 heat races. Heats 4 and 5 coming up. 2B mains to follow, then the main event. In a big week of racing in the state of Pennsylvania next weekend. Fans of the Keystone State, I know Maryland, Delaware, Virginia, West Virginia, come on out. Wednesday night, Castro FloRacing Night at America, Lernerville, and in Port Royal, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series next Friday and Saturday out of Turn 4 at the Nutrient Ag Solutions Start Zone in Simpson Race Products. Heat number 4 underway. Dale McDowell takes the lead in 17M, 2-time winner of this race down the back straight. They are 3 wide into 3. Owens on the bottom, Wilson, Dotson. Here comes Moyer off of turn 4, and your leader lap 1 is McDaddy. Dale into turn number 1 out of 2, down the back straightaway. $50,000 he earned a year ago. Trying to become a 3-time winner this race. Scott Blomqvist was the only 5-time winner. Billy Moyer's won it 4 times. He nearly had it a couple of years ago. You remember that great last lap battle, got into the backstretch wall. Moyer around Wilson. Off at turn 4, it's Dale McDowell, the Hall of Famer out of Chickamauga, Georgia. Shane McDowell, turn of the wrenches. At Team Zero by McDowell, 17M down the back straightaway. Off at turn 4, love the white helmet. Mac Daddy, you can see these cars, the only topless race we have during the year. One of the few left in the entire nation for late models. I know Tyler County has their topless 50. We will be there in a couple of weeks for the Hillbilly 100. Carl Short's Hillbilly 100 down the main straightaway. It's still Dale McDowell with the lead. All right, 6 laps down, 2 to go for Dale McDowell. Ethan Dotson in the 74 car, doing a good job running in second. Third is Jimmy Owens in 20. Billy Moyer runs in 4th. Dale McDowell at turn number 4. The Barons Performance, 1 lap to go for the outside of the front row here tonight. The 58-year-old Hall of Famer out at turn number 2 down the back straightaway in 17M. It is going to be on the pole tonight. Tim McCready alongside. It'll be Dale McDowell as he takes the checkered flag as he wins heat number 4. Second will be Ethan Dotson. Third, Jimmy Owens in 20. So the top 3 will go to the UNOA scales to make it official. Grabbing third will be the 20. That'll be Jimmy Owens. Second will be the 74 of Ethan Dotson. And your winner, he is in the Easy Go, Klotz Synthetic Lubricants, Cometa Gasket, Connected Strategy Advisors, BlackRock Enterprises, BSI Well Service, SNH Systems, Fox Shocks, Northeastern Fabrication. Shout out to you, Jeep Van Wormer. In the Team Zero, McDowell Clements powered. Your winner, the 17M out of Chickamauga, Georgia. How about it for Mac Daddy, Dale McDowell, your winner. All right, 2 more heats to go, then 2 B-mains, and we'll have the main event set. Lucas Oil heat number 5. Is coming up next. The Brandon Ford pace truck on the track. It'll be Mikey Marlar, the Red Horn, 157 out of Winfield, Tennessee. On the pole outside, it'll be Rick Boom Briggs, the 99B out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. Row 2 will be Tyler Stevens. He's in the Category 5 out of Paragould, Arkansas. And B.J. Robinson, the Black Diamond, the number 1 out of Bossier City, Louisiana. Row 3 will be Jared Stuckey. He's also out of Louisiana. Shreveport, his hometown, in car 17. And Bryce Clark, Lucas Oil debut tonight in 41. He's out of Conway, Arkansas. Row 4 will be the 3 in. That'll be Nathan Brown. He's out of Marion, Arkansas. And Chandler Petty, the 47 alongside. He hails out of Cabot, Arkansas. And your final starter in his Lucas Oil debut tonight, the USA 1. To win Arkansas is Devin Andrews. The support of the Razorback State in full force here tonight. 54 cars entered. And that race tomorrow night, again, $150,000 purse, $2,000 just to take the green flag. As next weekend we head to Port Royal, then Labor Day weekend, Portsmouth, Ohio, Tyler County, Carl Shorts, Sibley 100. Then it'll be the World 100. Offer that for the Lucas Oil Series, and all of our regulars will be there for the World. And an off a week, and then it sets up the final 7 races of the year, Knoxville, Brownstown. Don't forget, October the 1st, Atomic Speedway, Chillicothe, Ohio. You've got the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series and the High Limit Sprint Cars. That'll be on October the 1st. All right, Mikey Marlar and Boom Briggs at the Nutrient Solution Start Zone. We're underway in Heat 5. Mike Marlar down the back straightaway. He led 25 laps last Saturday night at Florence. Did not get the finish he wanted as he comes off of turn 4 looking for his first Topless 100 win. How about Tyler Stevens in the 2 car? Debuted that new Category 5 a week ago at Florence out of Paragould, Arkansas down the back straightaway. Was at Brownstown 2 weeks ago, Florence last week, Batesville here tonight. Boom runs in third at 99B, B.J. Robinson fourth. So Mikey Marlar down the back straightaway, the 157. Winner of this race will start fourth. Mike Marlar, 22 career wins in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. The only 3-time winner of the Knoxville Late Model Nationals will be coming up in September. Never won here in Batesville. Boom Briggs throwing it in there in turn 1. B.J. Robinson behind him in the Black Diamond down the back straightaway. The David Peterson Motorsports entry. As we work off of turn 4, halfway, 4 down and 4 to go for Mikey in the 1. World Outlaw Series champion, Farmer Bow, the Bluegrass champion down the back straightaway with a 157 in turn number 3. Off at turn 4, 5 down, 3 to go. Marlar impressive so far. Second spot, Tyler Stevens. Third, Boom Briggs. Mikey Marlar got a good hot rod. He had one Saturday night, could not quite make it stick, he said there. When he got the lead as he led for 25 laps a week ago. When you pass Bobby Pierce, you've done something, but he couldn't make it last. As we head to the Barron's Performance, 1 lap to go for the veteran driver to Winfield, Tennessee off of turn 4. 1 to go for Marlar. Stevens second. Boom runs in third. Boom doing a good job in third at an XR 1.2 as he heads down the back straightaway. He has distance between himself and B.J. Robinson, runs fourth. And Mike Marlar's going to lead it wire to wire. He'll start fourth here tonight. Second spot is going to be Tyler Stevens. Third will be Boone Briggs. So the top three go to the UNO8 scales to make it official. Grabbing third will be the 99B out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. That'll be Boone Briggs. Second to the number 2 out of Paragould, Arkansas is Tyler Stevens. And your winner, he is in the truck country. Mesilla Valley Transportation, Olson Explosive, Petrov Towing, Bruning Rock Products, Brown's Heavy Equipment, Can-Am Auto Salvage, Bennett Explosives, Tri Rivers Enterprises. In the crew, Josh Davis, the crew chief, Jerry Sprouse, Cody Smith. The Skyline Motorsports, Longhorn Clements, the 157 out of Winfield, Tennessee. How about it? For your winner, Mike Marlar. So one more heat to go. Modified B mains coming up next. Heat number 6, the Paler Motorsports 93. Out of Lincoln in North Carolina, it'll be Carson Ferguson. Scott Krigler, good qualifying time tonight. He'll try to parlay that in the starting spot here in the A-Main. He's out of Alton, Missouri in 12. Row 2 will be Ross Robinson. He's in the Dutch Star Motorsports 7 out of Georgetown, Delaware. And Clay Harris, second in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase in 6 out of Jupiter, Florida. Row 3 will be Kyle Beard, two-time Comp Cam Super Duty Series champion out of Truman, Arkansas in 86. And Chris Jones in 91. He is out of Neelyville, Missouri. Row 4 will be Jamie Elam, Senatobia, Mississippi, his home. And Travis Ashley, the 997 out of Batesville, Arkansas. And Stephen Crocker, whom we have not seen since Hot Laps. He's out of Jonesboro, Arkansas in 33. Again, a big shout out to Greg Dethridge, Dethridge Opticians, our most popular driver. You can go on our website at lucasdirt.com. You can vote once. That is through December the 1st. Drake Troutman, I believe, was the leader of that. That'll be a cash prize at a rewards banquet coming up in December. So that's lucasdirt.com. Also, Coleman Farms. Brett Coleman, thank you very much. The Sportsmanship Award driver. And we'll announce that at our banquet as well. Don't forget the Slicker graphics, slickest move of the race. We'll have all that coming up in December. The Brandon Ford Pace Truck makes its way to the infield. Final heat of the night for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Carson Ferguson and Scott Krigler at the Nutrient Ag Solutions start zone. We are underway. Carson into 1, Krigler, whoa, hang on, up top there. Chris Jones, I believe that was in 91. He'll lose ground into 3. Look at Krigler. Royal Oak number 12. Krigler right in on him into turn 1. Carson leads. Ross Robinson third and 7. Again, the top 3 advance. Carson Ferguson way up against the wall. Krigler will close into turn number 3 in car 12. Work in the bottom. Robinson a solid third as the top 3 have pulled away with 2 in the books. Krigler through the middle. Robinson as well down the back straightaway. The veteran out of Alton, Missouri. Carson Ferguson. Trails Carson Ferguson out of Lincoln to North Carolina. Krigler took a shot at him in turn number 4. 3 in the books. Down the back straightaway. Good battle for the lead. Ferguson and Krigler as they come off of turn number 4. Down the main straightaway. Out in front. We got a battle now. Krigler to the bottom. They're side by side into turn 2. Krigler slides up the track. Carson leaves him plenty of room. We got a new leader, Scott Krigler. Down the back straight with 3 to go. Ferguson not giving up, but Scott Krigler has the lead in car number 12. Nice move there. Out of Alton, Missouri, sparking it out at 2. Remember Scott Bloomquist used to do that all the time with his brakes, didn't he? Here they come out at 4. Down the straightaway, Krigler. 2 laps to go for his first win in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. It would be heat 6. He would start 6th here tonight in the A-Main. Down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. The Barons Performance, 1 lap to go. For the 12, down the main straightaway. Scott Krigler looking good, trying to keep it as he sparks it out at turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Ferguson second, third is Ross Robinson. And Scott Krigler got the lead at the halfway mark, and he wins heat 6 here tonight at Batesville in car 12. Second spot is going to be Carson Ferguson. Third goes to Ross Robinson. So the top three will go to the UNO8 scales to make it official. How about that race? Good one there to top off the night for heat race action. Car 7, Ross Robinson out of Georgetown, Delaware, take third. Carson Ferguson, Lincoln in North Carolina, take second. And your winner, what a movie made out there in the Royal Krigler Timber Harvesting Capital Cornet. The number 12 at Alton, Missouri. How about a big round of applause for Scott Krigler? So we've got 18 in the show. Again, no provisionals here tonight as they go to the UNO8 scales. Modifieds, they have 2 B mains. Two modified B mains coming up next. You're watching the Lucas Oil Late Modern Earth Series here on MAV TV on FloRacing from Batesville Motor Speedway.